doing a little trading during the Asia session, messing around on the micros. I was just looking at where the low was today. It's pretty much right at this value area low from several days ago. This little orange square line. This is a 4-hour chart. I've got it all squished down, but you can see all the different value area high and low areas. I used those from days and days ago as some of my key levels of support and resistance. It's pretty nice trading the micros and having 15 accounts. For every 10 points I get on the micros, that's $300. It's pretty easy to get 10 points trading one micro. I just got into another short. We had point of control drawn up to the top of these 3 candles, had an ADX dot. Then when we crossed below both of these moving averages, got a little pop down, got around 4 points. When I'm trading the off hours, I often only go for 4 or 5 points instead of my usual 10-point targets that I go for. Market is open. First minute candle closed. It's a green background and a neutral candle on the Heiken Ashi, so just gonna wait a little bit here. I made a little bit of money last night, shorting with the micros. We ended up having a nice sell-off right from this area around yesterday's point of control. Still got a neutral candle, the Heiken Ashi. Got a bunch of key levels in the way here. Continue to wait. Some strong negative delta coming in here. Still a neutral candle. Got the strong negative delta, but a neutral candle, point of control drawn to the bottom of the wick. Green background. Very mixed signals. I'm staying out of it. Do not like the price action so far this morning. Got FOMC later today. We did not break that low. This could be the third candle with the point of control drawn down to the bottom. It's strong positive delta. Point of control just got drawn up to the top though, which doesn't always matter. But still a neutral candle. The Heiken Ashi. Getting a little hold up around this cluster of key levels here. Point of control was drawn up to the top of these 2 candles, and we just bounced down. Just bounced down 30 points from yesterday's close. Got a green Heiken Ashi candle. I'm not sure I want to take a breakout trade above just yet with this rangy kind of price action so far this morning. I look at the price action and see what's going on for any given morning, and depending on what kind of day it's shaping up to be, I'll use more appropriate strategies than others that might not be so appropriate for the kind of price action for the current day. Point of control at the top. So we're getting some negative delta. It's looking pretty bearish. Still rangy AF. Another neutral candle. Point of control moved a lot lower right at the close of this candle. Still kind of like this break, but not enough to actually take it. There we would have been in the trade. 6 points. 6 points possible, and then it pulled back. Well, I'm going to put the recording on pause. If something exciting happens, I will turn it back on. It is still a chop fest in between whole number and yesterday's close. Bunch of neutral candles. We got an ADX dot over here. Point of control drawn up to the top of this candle. Broke lower, had some strong negative delta come in. We just got another hold up right at whole number, right in this range, popping right back up. I have not taken any trades this morning, haven't seen anything that I like. I almost got into a long here. We got a little bit of a pullback, just popped up over 20 points and did hit the overnight open, but it also just whipped right back down to VWAP, so pretty crazy price action. I'm just waiting for something that I feel is super solid, which I have not seen yet. It's very tempted to get into a short here. Very tempted. We were breaking through the 15-minute center. We had a lot of strong delta coming in. The size of this candle alone, very tempting. ADX dot. We did just pop down 30 points. This is almost a 100-point move in 2 minutes here. So we got point of control at the bottom of these 2 candles. Got a little pop up. Now point of control just got drawn up to the top here. Well, I took my first trade. We had a bunch of delta coming in this candle. Had the XXX background turn green. Looked like we were going to finally break above the yesterday's close area and the 15-minute high. Got my full 10 points. I only took it on a micro, but the two trades that I was super interested in were that trade and this trade here with this mega candle and the strong delta, which I could have easily got 10 points out of. Would have been nice to take those two trades on the regular NQ and be up $400 times 15 accounts. So far we're getting a hold up here, the whole number area, and this previous day VWAP close right here, blue dashed line, just bounced down 25 points from there. I was thinking about taking a VWAP bounce, as it looked like we were going to come down and touch VWAP. We did. We've been bouncing off of VWAP. There's 15 points of room in between VWAP and this MMT volume level that we keep bouncing off of. Right here, this light blue line. We just bounced up off of this key level over 20 points. It's a previous day point of control. Both this previous day point of control and this previous day VWAP close are right at whole numbers. We had the XXX background change over here. Had a nice move lower. Had a little hold up at yesterday's low. We went right back up to this previous day point of control, turned into resistance, and we just came down to this previous day VWAP close. Pretty much to the tick. Now we're getting a bounce up over 25 points. I'd strongly considered a short here after this huge candle closing below VWAP. We got a little retracement. I also thought about getting long at this area. We had a RSI reversal signal and an ADX dot down here right at the lowest candle. We just bounced right back up to this previous day point of control, up over 60 points there. I'm just messing around on some playback data. I didn't get to trade the FOMC announcement today, so I loaded up some data from today and been doing a little bit of trading. Just thought I'd show you what happened on the charts. Had some nice ebb and flow signals, these red and green dots on both the NQ and the ES. This is a 5-minute chart. I've got the NQ up here, got the delta for the NQ, and I've got the ES and the delta for the ES. Cumulative style. The candles are all being painted by the ultimate delta indicator. I like looking for confluence between the NQ and the ES. When we were up here approaching VWAP on the NQ, the ebb and flow, we just had some light delta. But on the same candle, we also had an ebb and flow. We had a lot of strong delta on the ES, but we were coming right up to VWAP on the ES. I'd much rather have both the NQ and the ES below VWAP. When we get both the NQ and the ES to close below VWAP, we still get a nice move lower. Down here at these three candles, delta's gone neutral on the NQ. It's lightening up on the ES. Start getting some ebb and flow dots, get a nice little move up. Here's the first 5 minutes after the FOMC. On the next candle, we get a bunch of strong delta on both instruments. However, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I like to wait for confirmation. So after this strong delta on this candle, we never get a break higher above this candle on either the NQ or the ES. So no trade triggered. Same with this strong delta to the downside. No break lower. No trade. However, on the shorter time frame, I've got my 1-minute chart here. After the FOMC, we had the XXX background change. Got a green wickless Heikin-Ashi candle taking a break above. We've got plenty of room to the next key level. There's 20 points of room after the breakout up to this key level. We end up making it to the top of this cluster of key levels. But as we do, you can see delta is declining for these three candles, even as we're making higher highs. And we start to get a nice pullback. Heikin-Ashi goes into slowdown mode. We pop down to the center of the 15-minute opening range and get a bounce. Here we get the XXX going into bearish mode. The XXX is painting the background. So I'm waiting for confirmation. I don't like that the point of control has been drawn down to the bottom on this candle, as well as the previous two candles. However, we never get a break lower than this entry candle, so no trade triggered. Now we got delta drying up. Got the XXX background turning green. Got a Heikin-Ashi wickless candle. Point of control is at the bottom. I actually just took this trade when I was messing around on the playback data. I put my buy order right above this key level because I want to see it push above this key level. And we made it up to the overnight open. Easily got my full 10 points there. I just wanted to share a little bit of what was going on in the charts during FOMC. And now, through the magic of video editing, go back to the original video. Well, I'm just going to be done for the day. It's 10:31. I think I'm okay with $60 times 15 accounts. It's like 900 bucks. A couple of these are a little bit less. One's a little bit more. At least over 850. I can't do the calculations on NinjaTrader because it won't account for my Asia trading. There are links to all the MMT indicators in the description. And if you use code MonkeyMan over at Apex or Take Profit Trader or Tradeify or NINZA, you get the absolute best prices possible and you help support the work that I do on this channel. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.